Hello, my name is Mark Goodacre. I'm sitting in my office at Duke University and I'm teaching a course here at the moment on John's Gospel. And when we get to the topic of Christology, I love pointing to an image of Jesus in John's Gospel of the stranger from heaven. Because in John's Gospel, Jesus is almost like an alien character, someone who appears on the earth from heaven, from above, calls his own, and then after having called his own, is crucified, rises from the dead, ascends back to the place that he's prepared for them. And I like to use the analogy of E.T., the Steven Spielberg film, because in that you have an alien who comes to Earth and makes friends with a small group of people. You've even got a beloved disciple character in E.T., Elliot. And that small group of children in that film who understand the alien is separate from the wider group who don't understand who E.T. is. And in the end, E.T. gets persecuted, he gets killed. And after his kind of resurrection, when he goes back, and then when he goes back to his planet, he promises that Elliot will still be able to communicate with him. I'll be here, he says. Just as Jesus says that they will still be able to communicate with him, Jesus. The inspiration for thinking about this in scholarship is often a brilliant article written by Meeks in 1972 called The Man from Heaven in Johannine Sectarianism. Great article. And this kind of sets out this above and below kind of way of thinking about things and this calling of a group. My teacher, John Ashton, used to tell a fun story about Wayne Meeks' article, which is that a few years after Wayne Meeks produced that article, The Man from Heaven in Johannine Sectarianism, Marinus de Jonge, who I think I only met once in my career, Rina de Jonge, wrote a book with a similar title. And his book was called The Stranger from Heaven, Jesus as Son of God in the fourth Gospel. And de Jonge's title so appealed to Meeks that Meeks ended up, when he referred to his own article, The Man from Heaven, he would call it The Stranger from Heaven, which shows just how compelling an image that is of the Jesus that we find in the Gospel of John.